Jai Sachidanand.
Jai Sachidanand.
Jai Sachidanand.
Okay, Devam, can you please do the three mantra? We'll follow you.
Namo Vitragaya.
Namo Vitragaya.
Namo Arihantanam.
Namo Arihantanam.
Namo Siddhanam.
Namo Siddhanam.
Namo Ayariyanam.
Namo Ayariyanam.
Namo Uvajayanam.
Namo Uvajayanam.
Namo Loe Savvasahunam.
Namo Loe Savvasahunam.
Eso Panchan Mukkaro.
Eso Panchamukkaro.
Tawapa Vapanasanam.
Tavvapa Vapanasanam.
Mangalanam Cha Sauvesim.
Mangalam cha Savvesi.
Padmam Havai Mangalam.
Padmam Havai Mangalam.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namah Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya.
Jai Sachidanand.
Jai Sachidanand.
Jai Sachidanand. Dhruvi, your connection is very good. What happened?
I'm doing it on my mom's phone, that's why.
Okay, always come on that or go to Kush's home, okay? Okay, very good. Okay, Kush, can you do the English prayer?
Yeah. Oh Dada Bhagwan, please give me infinite inner strength such that I will never compromise on health, so that my body as an instrument will always be helpful to me in accomplishing my life goal of studies and satsang. I will remain absolutely sincere in studies. I will always stay away from bad company and bad habits. Whatever happens, please shower your divine grace and blessings such that I never ever miss my satsang. May I use my mind, speech, body, instrument, and my soul. That is all my resources to oblige others, which is the best religion. I will always remain sincere, moral, and pure in mind, speech, and body in all my dealings with self and everyone in life, so that I become a man of personality, par excellence, exactly as Dada Bhagwan. Jai Sachidanand.
Jai Sachidanand. Very good. Devam, Gujarati.
હે દાદા ભગવાન, આપ મને એવી શક્તિ આપો કે હું હેલ્થને ક્યારેય પણ કોમ્પ્રોમાઇઝ નહીં કરું, કે જેથી કરીને મારું શરીર રૂપી સાધન મને મારા દેહને એટલે કે ભણવામાં અને સત્સંગમાં કાયમ મદદરૂપ થાય. હું ભણવામાં બિલકુલ સિન્સિયર રહીશ. હું કુસંગથી કાયમ દૂર રહીશ અને ગમે તે થાય મારો સત્સંગ ક્યારેય પણ ચૂકાય નહીં, એવી પરમ કૃપા કરજો. પ્રાપ્ત મન, વચન, કાયાનો યોગ તેમજ પોતાના આત્માનો ઉપયોગ જીવ માત્રના પરોપકાર એટલે કે સેવા કરવામાં જ વપરાય તે શ્રેષ્ઠ માનવ ધર્મ છે. હું હંમેશા પોતાની સાથે તેમજ બીજા બધાની સાથેના જીવન વ્યવહારમાં સિન્સિયર, મોરલ અને પ્યોર રહીશ, કે જેથી કરીને હું બરાબર દાદા ભગવાનની જેમ જ સર્વોત્તમ વ્યક્તિત્વનો માનવી બની શકું. જય સચ્ચિદાનંદ.
Jai Sachidanand. Very good. Okay, before we go to the homework, Yashvi, you know we recited this prayer, English and Gujarati. Do you know what we are praying?
Yeah, like you're trying to like better yourself, so we're like praying for our health and to like make sure that we attend every satsang and stuff to better ourselves.
Okay. Taksiba, do you know what we are praying?
What?
The prayer, what is it all about? Okay, Deepak Dada.
Yeah, see, basically, we want to concentrate on our health, on our education, and our satsang. These three aspects are of prime importance in our life. And for us to excel and be successful and be really good in all these three. The primary one is our health. So if we can keep our health proper, then the other two naturally get fulfilled. That is our education and satsang. And for satsang specifically, we are asking as dedicated prayer that I should never miss my satsang, because satsang is the only source of wisdom we have in our life, where we are going to learn something really good for our own success and our goal achievement, to become man of personality par excellence as Dada Bhagwan. So this is the prayer, and it has nicely come out. It is really good. Jai Satchidanand.
Jai Satchidanand. So, Taksiba, why do we have to pray?
Unmute.
We pray so when we sit for study, we pray that the Bhagwan who je bhave mane yaad rahi jai. Then we will study, ye apane pachi yaad rahi jai, and we pray so go to moksha.
Okay. Yashvi, why do we pray?
We pray to ask for blessings and to get strength from Bhagwan or Dada Bhagwan, like with whatever mistakes we make, to make sure we don't make the same ones again, and to better ourselves to become a par excellence person.
Okay. Dhruvi, why do we pray?
So that we can be a par excellence person and be like Dada Bhagwan.
Yeah, but why do we pray? Well, what is the science behind praying, Deepak Dada?
Yes, very good. The science behind it is, by praying, we are asking for that inner strength from our God, inner God, and Dada Bhagwan outside, so that that strength, that power is available for our goal accomplishment. Just by deciding, you cannot achieve or fulfill your goal. So to fulfill your goal, we need that inner power, inner strength, and blessing from Dada Bhagwan. So by doing prayer, we are harnessing that inner power. At the same time, we want to get blessing from Dada Bhagwan. So with that blessing, and of course, with that prayer, we become humble. That humility is equally important for goal achievement. So we will always remain consistent in your effort with humility. Otherwise, if arrogance pops up, then your progress will stop there itself. That's the reason.
Okay. Everybody got it? Okay. So, Sia, where is the symbol of tigers?
This is my brother's room. He wouldn't leave his room, so I had to come in here.
I told your brother to change the sign to Steelers.
Steeler is what?
Pittsburgh Steelers.
Pittsburgh. They are not in Pittsburgh.
That's okay. We are still, they're not in New England. Still they have that. Anyway, I was hoping to see tigers there, but anyway. And peacocks.
They would like to cheer up their local party, their local team.
And peacocks, you know, Yashvi going to have peacocks, I think, right?
Gamecocks.
Gamecocks, sorry. Gamecocks.
Yeah.
Okay. So, coming to the homework, I think, I don't know who did it. Kush and Dhruvi did it, I think. So, let us talk about your sincerity to Dada Bhagwan. Yashvi, what is your sincerity to Dada Bhagwan? Since you are a college going person?
To continue praying every day, and when I do hurt somebody,
be specific. Be specific. Prayer means what?
Like every day, like do the daily prayers, and also ask for like forgiveness when I do hurt somebody, and then also when I make mistakes to ask Dada Bhagwan for like strength and shakti so that I don't do it again.
Okay, what prayers do you do every day? Religiously, every day?
I do Navkalam every day, Dream Mantra, and I do Prapt Vidhi, Namaskar Vidhi, and the daily prayer.
How many times do you three mantra?
In the morning and night.
Okay, Shia? Unmute.
It wouldn't let me click it. My sincerity to Dada Bhagwan, I like follow his like teachings. Like I make sure I try not to hurt people. I like all like the Nafkalama, like all what it says. I try to follow what it says, and when I'm reading it, I make sure I try to understand what it's saying, so I'm not just reading it to read it. I pray every day. I do arti and stuff.
What do you pray? How many times you pray? Sorry, what kind of prayers do you do?
I do in the mornings. I do Dream Mantra. And then at night I do the Nav Kalamo Arti.
Okay. Why do you do 9 column at night?
I don't know. That's when I just put it in my routine to remember to do it then.
The reason my questioning is, are we doing mechanically or we are doing for a purpose? Yeah, Kush, I'm coming to you.
Of doing it for a purpose?
What's the purpose of doing 9 column?
The purpose of doing 9 column? To be par excellent, to follow like what I'm supposed to do, like be a good person.
Good answer. Very good answer. Very good answer. So that is very important. Then, all day is an exam. From morning you wake up till evening is an exam. So in the evening at night, you go through the 9 column and just grade yourself. Did I hurt anybody? Did I talk bad about somebody? Did I talk bad, harsh word? So if you did, then you say, I'm sorry. So that is the purpose of it. That will, bring our character into light as we go along. Okay? Kush.
So in the morning, I do 3.
What's your sincerity to Dada Bhagwan?
Yeah, so in the morning, I first do 3 mantra 5 times. Then I do no kalam. I do prapt vidhi. I do namaskar vidhi. And I do daily prayer. Then in the afternoon, and when I'm eating, I say the 7th kalam when I'm like about to eat 2, 3 mantra 5 times. Then I eat. And when it's nighttime, I do Simandar Swami Arti. I do Dada Bhagwan Arti, Ambe Mata Arti. I do the Suddhatma Pratyay Pratna and No Kalam. And yeah. And Prat Vidya again.
Very good. Ruby?
So in the morning, I do Navkalam, Raptaviti, and the daily prayer. And then when I'm eating, I say the 7th kalam. At night, I do Arti, and I say the Siddhartha Pratyay Pratna, Navkalam, and the daily prayer.
Wow. Kush, you forget the Delhi player.
Yeah, no, I did it in the morning.
You didn't say that.
I did.
Bye.
I said in the morning. Yeah.
I must. I can. Come near and talk loudly.
Jai Sachidanand. I do my Charan Vidhi full every day. Pratha Vidhi, Namaskar Vidhi, 40 times. Namaskar to Simantha Swami Navagalam 3 times in one day, once a day, 3 times. Shuddhatma Prati Pratna daily prayer and 15 and 20 times 3 mantra.
Very good. Devam?
Jai Sachidanand. I do 5 times 3 mantras, 3 times Navkalma, Namaskar Vidhi, and 2 times Shuddhatma Prati Pratna, and 2 times daily prayer.
Okay, very good. Deepakanandji, we heard all this, children.
Yes, one thing is very important. You know, you need to remind yourself all through the day. We come across so many odds in our life. So by doing these prayers well distributed during the day, it will help you remind yourself of your goal, and you will be correcting your mistake as and when they are committed. It is very important. Like you said, how will you grade yourself during the day? These prayers, by repeating these prayers during the day, itself will caution you from inside, and you will be grading yourself, checking yourself. You'll be very mindful about what you are doing, especially these kids who are going to college. The outside atmosphere is totally different. So for them, they have to plan their prayers in such a way that regularity is maintained, and that's how it will help them remain well focused. Outside, you have to be with them at times, but then inside you have to remember your goal, that's your goal and you have to fulfill. So these prayers, like even Dada Bhagwan, although he was at this stage of enlightenment, he was doing these prayers almost in all his free time. You will always see him saying something. So he doesn't need anything to do that way, although because he has reached that state of perfection, still he was doing it. So these prayers, and why we should remain sincere to Dada, and how will you remain sincere to Dada? The reason is why, because we have brought a bunch of insincerity within us. It's very easy, like the other day someone had asked, why is it so easy to do negative things rather than doing positive things? So it's like climbing stairs is always difficult, but dropping down or slipping down the stairs is so simple. You just slip one step and you're gone. So it's very easy to fall, but it's quite difficult, and you really have to be mindful, cautious, so that you progress. And that's how this prayer will always keep you in touch with the wisdom and right understanding of Dada Bhagwan for our own goal achievement and to become a person of par excellence as Dada Bhagwan. Jai Sachidanand.
Okay. Then a question for Yashvi and Chia. Now you're going away, you'll be independent. No mom, dad telling you what to do. How are you going to handle the situation?
How we're gonna enter the situation?
I'm sorry?
What did you say? How we're gonna
Now
enter?
you're independent. You'll be
Yeah.
growing independent, no mama, no papa telling you what to do, this, that. How are you going to manage yourself?
Well, I'm gonna do the prayers to like keep myself in check. Like before I do anything, I'm gonna like ask myself, like, would my parents let me do this? Like, am I doing the right thing?
Very good. How about you, Ashwi?
The same things. Do the prayers every day. And also like just make sure like to do what my parents tell me to do even when I'm home, like the basic things to do. And when I do something wrong in the past, if my parents have told me not to do it, then don't do it there either because they wouldn't approve. So
Yeah, one thing I would recommend is, you know, constantly give feedback to your parents, you know, how you're doing. So that, I think that will take away a lot of fear on both sides. Deepakanandji, you want to add something?
Yes, so please confide in your mother especially, because I believe you must be very good dealing and interacting with your mom.
No, Yashvi is close to her dad.
What?
Yashvi is close to her dad.
No, that is no use, because he will pardon you everything, whatever you do. But mom will not let you do even the smallest mistake, because she wants you to be perfect. Not that daddy doesn't want you to be perfect, he also wants it. But it's like, just imagine, uh, as a girl, the way you grow up, the way you spend like 18 years of your life, what all you came across. Whereas in the same situation, if a boy is growing, what are the situations he come across? Not much of a problem. So here, mom will be a good person to confide in and always share your uh, good and bad things both, so that she will guide you nicely and uh, always have trust. At times, maybe she may get mad on you if you have done something wrong, but then it will always help you and give that inner strength to come out of that mistake. So don't be afraid of getting mouthful from your mom. It will always do good finally. I can understand. Jai Satchidanand.
Uh, you have anything to add, Yashvi, Shia?
When is the college starting?
Mine starts like August, like 17th, I think.
17th of what?
August.
August.
Oh, July, August. June, July, August. So 2.5, almost like what? Yeah, 2.5 months. And how about Yashvi?
They haven't told us when it starts yet, but we move in on August 15th. So
Yeah, so again, 2.5 months are still there. Okay, good.
Okay. Okay, very good. So next topic we want to take is competition and what's the other one? Competition and
Comparison.
comparison. Thank you. Okay. So briefly talking about that. So we'll give the homework for people to think how comparison and competition reflects in their life. Deepakanandji?
Yes. First thing, it is always good to be competitive. And when you're in competition, you're always fighting. You want to go better and better and better. And comparison, there are various criteria of comparison. So I always believe that if you compare correctly, then it will really help you grow, and even it can even give you a good boost to progress. But if your parameters of comparison are wrong, I will say, then that is very dangerous. I'll give you one very silly example. While I was in the college, so one group, or say few students, they were saying, "Oh, we had a lot of fun in the evening." What kind of fun? So, because I would leave my college just immediately after the time is over, and they would sit there for a while, and for that while is like 1 hour, 2 hours, at times 3 hours also. So they were always talking, "Oh, we had a lot of fun, we had a lot of fun." I was like, what kind of fun they had? And they talked so much. And so one of those days, I just stayed back. So instead of leaving immediately after the college is over, I stayed back and just I stayed with them. And what they were talking, they just would sit in the cafeteria and talk all garbage, and that's what they called as fun. No, baseless talking. Man, I was so much upset. That was the day, the first day and the last day, that there is no fun. Their definition of fun is totally different, and that's not our cup of tea. Because with that kind of attitude or that kind of, I will say, what do you call that? Company, I don't think so I will be able to progress. So that was the first day and the last day. Then onwards, I never spend time with them. So only when it is necessary, you be there. Otherwise, always follow your planning, follow your timetable, your schedule. Jai Satchidanand.
Yeah, but it's very difficult to when you are in the public or around people to stand out or stay away from all this stuff.
Okay, just imagine if you want to follow the crowd, then you will have to compromise your goal. So if you are determined to achieve your goal, then I believe from the day one itself, you make yourself very clear, and others also will understand that this guy is not going to be with us, come what may. It depends how serious you are about your goal. That is there. Of course, there is one thing like the same way, in fact, I will say that I did not come across satsang at all during my college time, my university time. I was of my own, but I had good, I will say, ethics learned from my family. That is our family. So there was no satsang. Satsang I came after I finished my engineering. But during that time, I was very clear about my goal. So how it is going to help me, they will talk about me for a few days and then they will forget. But if I become sensitive, if I become emotional, then I will put myself in trouble. And what is the outcome? It's a failure. So competition is good, but you should choose your competitor. It is always better, and higher the better. Then you will grow in your life. And comparison comparison parameters should be right. So if someone is doing wrong things, I will say, and if I'm not doing wrong and somehow they are instigating me to do those wrong things, then sorry, that's not me. So that's how I believe that has helped me come until here. You have to abandon, leave aside what is not good for you, what is not supporting your goal, which is not helping your goal. And for that, you have to be very clear. And if you want to pacify them, then you will have to compromise your goal. your grades, and that I believe that's not right. Jai Sachidanand.
Right, Satchidanand. Okay. Anybody else has a question? Okay. So,
I will just add one more thing. Have your own identity. Don't get carried away by others. Have your own unique identity and stick onto that, come what may. People will make fun of you for a while and then they will forget. But then if you have to go a long way and really want to achieve and accomplish your goal, then you have to have your own ID. Jai Satchidanand.
right, Satchidanand. Okay. Okay. Taksiba, can you do 3 mantras? We'll follow you.
Okay. Namo Vitragai.
Namo Vitragai.
Vitragai.
Namo Arihantanam.
Namo Arihantanam.
Namo Siddhanam.
Namo Siddhanam.
Namo Ayariyanam.
Namo
Ayariyanam.
Namo Ubhajayanam.
Namo Ubhajayanam.
Namo Loe Sabba Sahunam.
Namo Loe
Sabba Sahnam.
Eso Panchanamukaro.
Esho Panchanamukaro.
Sabba Pava Parasanam.
Sabba Pavapanasana.
Mangalanam cha Sabvesim.
Mangaladam cha Sabveshim.
Padhavam Havai Mangalam.
Padmam Havai Mangalam.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevai.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namah Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya.
Jai Satchidanand.
Jai Satchidanand.
Satchidanand.
Jai
Thank you.
Satchidanand.